Yo, what's good, bro? Today we're going to be looking at two new story details about God of War Ragnarok. On a Brazilian gaming website, a story detail has appeared that isn't anywhere else. In Brazilian, it reads, Embarque en una jornada épica a comovente onde Kratos y Atreus lutan entre o deseo de mantenerse unidos o separarse. I myself speak and read Spanish, and it translates to embark on an epic and heartbreaking journey where Kratos and Atreus struggle between wanting to stay together or separate. Obviously, that's freaking huge. And if you've been constantly keeping up with Ragnarok news, you'll know that Eric has said that there's tension and problems being created between them. This detail further proves that Kratos will not die, but it also supports the theory that Kratos and Atreus will separate. Another thing that's been noted by myself and many others is the Jötnar edition's vinyl containing the soundtrack, as it has an illustration of AngrBoda grabbing Atreus' hand as she leads him running off into Jotunheim. On the PlayStation Direct website, we are let known that we are to set out on an epic and unflinching journey as Kratos and Atreus struggle with holding on and letting go. Witness the changing dynamic of their relationship as they prepare for war. Atreus hungers for knowledge to help him grasp the prophecy of Loki, as Kratos struggles to free himself from the past and be the father his son needs. All the while, the eyes of Asgard watch their every move. Once again, talking about their relationship as father and son, that it will further be tested and they will encounter problems between them. Lastly, PlayStation reveals the synopsis of the story. Fimbulwinter is well underway. Kratos and Atreus must journey to each of the 9 realms in search of answers as Asgardian forces prepare for a prophesied battle that will end the world. Along the way, they will explore stunning mythical landscapes and face fearsome enemies in the form of Norse gods and monsters. The threat of Ragnarok grows ever closer. Kratos and Atreus must choose between their own safety and the safety of the realms. Putting this all together, we get almost a full look as to what the story will be, or at least main points of the main story. The game will begin during Fimbulwinter and not after. Also, that all the 9 realms will play a role into the main story. However, throughout this journey, Atreus will thirst for knowledge of his heritage, as well as search for answers as to what the prophecy of the giant Loki is, and ultimately leading to one of the many reasons he needs to stop Ragnarok. But Kratos knows that in order to do either of those things, he'll still have to fight, whether it be within himself, damaging the relationship between him and his son, and or fighting anyone who would place their lives in danger. All the while, the eyes of Asgard watch their every move, and Kratos and Atreus struggle between wanting to stay together or separate. The final thing that I want to look at is the Art of God of War Ragnarok concept book. You can see several dragons up in the air, some ready to swoop down, big Viking ships. On the left, you can see dark elves flying, swooping down. You can see a troll, and then in the bottom left further, you can see a light elf fighting, Sindri fighting, and you see other Asgardian warriors killing each other, as well as a mysterious person in golden armor with a horned helmet and gray beard, making many think that this is actually Mimir, giving the reason as to why Brock and Sindri took an uncomfortable amount of measurements, as Mimir said. But this is concept art. Obviously, some of this could be true, but it really wouldn't make sense for them to reveal something so big from the cover of the book, because obviously this is going to be something that we get the day 1 of launch. So why would they reveal something this big where Sindri is fighting and Mimir has his own body? But then again, this obviously could be true in one way or another. Appreciate you for watching, my brother. Like the freaking video right now. I want to announce 2 new theory videos coming soon. One discussing how Odin purposely sent Balder after Kratos knowing he'd get killed, and a fully fleshed out video talking about how Kratos and Atreus will separate.
When you are at your weakest, and fear and doubt are a burden too heavy to bear.